Julie Hassan. Welcome to Everyday Dish. Today we're going to make grilled vegetables, very simple to do, and a really lovely, easy to make vinaigrette. And you can toss them together and put them in a pasta. You can serve it as a salad, as a side dish, as a main dish. There's many different uses for this recipe, but it's really easy and I want to show you how to make it. So to begin with, I have some vegetables, and you can use any vegetables for the most part that you like. Onions grill up really well, scallions, bok choy, I really like bok choy on the grill, zucchini, which I'll show you how to slice real thinly, and sweet potatoes. I love using sweet potatoes on the grill. You just want to microwave it, just until it's barely soft. So you just want to do that initial cooking, because once it's on the grill, it's going to brown on the outside, but it would take too long to cook it all the way through. So this is a partially cooked sweet potato. It's just lightly soft, but still hard, so you wouldn't eat it this way yet. And to slice it for grilling, what I like to do is cut it on the diagonal. So just with a real sharp knife, you can just make these nice little slices. I don't cut them too thin. Sometimes I do if I want them to cook real quickly, but I also like sometimes like a little bit of a bite, so a larger slice. Okay, so we've got that. And then for the bok choy, what I'm going to do is, since they're small and tender, I'm just going to cut them in half. Just like that. Put those there. Now scallions, you'll just want to trim the ends off. So you just take off the part at the bottom and the top that don't look too pretty. And then for the zucchini, I just take off both ends, the tips, and I slice it in half. And then you can grill it this way, but I like to then slice it one more time. So just make sure not to get your fingers, but then we have a really nice slice. Put those there. And that's all there is to the grilled vegetables. Now I'll show you how to make the vinaigrette. Since our vegetables are already taken care of and ready to grill, we're going to make the vinaigrette, and then it's finished and it's ready for the vegetables once you pull them right off the grill. Okay, what I have is balsamic vinegar. Now don't worry about the measurements yet. For the recipe, you can go to our website, which is everydaydish.tv, and you can print the recipe out right there. Okay, and we have a little bit of Bragg's, it's like soy sauce. It's made out of soybeans. I really like it. It's got a nice salty flavor to it. So we have a little Bragg's. You could use tamari or soy sauce if you wanted to. I have 2 tablespoons of flax oil. Now flax oil is really important it's important for everybody because it's full of omega-3 fatty acids, but especially if you're a vegetarian, it's really good for you and you need to get your omega-3s. So this vinaigrette is a great way to get them. Let's go ahead and add that. Now we have a little nutritional yeast, very healthy again, full of B vitamins and protein. And at the same time, it really thickens the vinaigrette so you can add less oil to it. So we have our nutritional yeast. We have 2 cloves of garlic. And then we have a tablespoon of Dijon. So we'll just put that in there. If you have a little spatula, you can scrape it all out. Okay, then with my hand blender, what I'm going to do is blend it. Now I love these hand blenders because you can mix everything right in the glass. You could also make it in a regular blender, but it really kind of needs to be whipped up a little bit. Here we go. Isn't that amazing? I really like using the hand blenders, and especially this one because it's super powerful. It's like my turbo tool. Okay, so we have our vinaigrette now, and then at this point I would recommend tasting it and adding a little salt and pepper if you want to taste. So at this point you can add a little herbs, you can doctor it up, you can make it your own. So we have our vinaigrette. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go outside to this great new grill that we got, the EVO Grill, and we're going to grill up our vegetables, and then I'll show you how to toss it with the vinaigrette. Okay, now that the grill is nice and hot, I lightly oiled it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put on our vegetables. Oh, listen to them sear. I love this. And you just want to put them all on in a nice, even layer. Okay, I've got the last of the veggies on here. I mean, look, I was able to fit all the vegetables on here. Now, I know that this is a huge grill, and I love the EVO. But if you don't have one, you can also do this with cast iron. And cast iron, I love cast iron because it's a great conductor of heat. Like this grill pan here from Le Creuset, and my Lodge griddle right there, that's cast iron. They're both excellent pans and you know, companies that make great pans. And what I like about the cast iron is that it really retains the heat. It holds the heat in, so you get a really nice sear. And it almost becomes non-stick if you're very careful. Every time you wash it, you rub it with a little bit of oil as it dries. I put it right on the gas burner, and as it's drying, I wipe it with a little bit of oil. And that just kind of makes a nice barrier, so the next time I cook in it, it's almost non-stick. So anyway, so back to the grill. We're going to turn these in a few minutes when they're nice and brown on the other side. So we're just going to kind of let these sit for a few minutes. If you want to, you could squirt them with a little olive oil, or you can drizzle with your bottle some olive oil. But the olive oil gives it a nice flavor, and it really helps it sear well. Another thing you can do is, like for something like bok choy that actually likes a little bit of moisture because it kind of steams a little bit while it's grilling, you can squirt them with just a touch of water in a squirt bottle, or even you could put a little veggie stock in the squirt bottle and just give them a little squirt, and they really steam nicely. You could do that for your onions and stuff too, whatever you want, but certain vegetables are kind of nice with that olive oil, and other vegetables are really nice with just a little bit of moisture. The vegetables are done. I took them off the grill. Well, actually, there's still a few left. I might have cut them a little bit too thick, so those need a few more minutes to cook. But here are the rest of our grilled veggies. Don't these look gorgeous? And they're smoky, really lovely. And then all you do is you drizzle them with a little bit of the vinaigrette right over the top. At this point, you can serve them as is, or you can toss them together with some pasta. There's a million things you can do with them. So I hope you enjoy them, and for this recipe and many, many other delicious recipes, go to everydaydish.tv. I'm Julie Hassan. Thanks so much for joining me at Everyday Dish.